Just wanted to pop on here and give the authors of The Mad King and The False Queen a shout out for wanting to send me book mail. I love when indie fantasy romance authors want to send me book mail because I'm like, this is literally my dream. But this book is about a princess and her assassin who swap places in a marriage to a foreign king who may have killed the princess's father. When the princess discovers she has magic that could threaten her claim to the throne. This sounds so exciting to me and I cannot wait to read this. Thank you so much to the authors.
Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Kind of started this vlog, cozy, silent vlog style, but I will be updating randomly just throughout this book. I told y'all that I would vlog my anticipated reads of 2025 or high priority reads of 2025, which next on my list after finishing The Priory of the Orange Tree was When the Moon Hatched. Now originally I did try to read this a while back, I think in September, but it was the audio and the audio was so god awful. The narrators just did not do it for me. And I love Sarah A. Parker's writing in her other series, To Bleed a Crystal Bloom, so I was like a little sad that I did not like it, but like I said, it could have just been the audiobook. So now that I have a physical copy, shout out my friend Hannah who got this for me. But now that I have a physical copy, I can read it and have my own thoughts on it that are not tainted by the terrible narration of the audiobook. Now, I only made it 50 pages yesterday. I'm gonna start reading more of it today. Like I said, with one of my January goals is to slow my reading down and really digest the world and just take my time so that I can enjoy the story more instead of rushing through trying to finish quickly and check off another one off my list, you know? I want to really take my time with this story because I love her writing. I'm so happy to be back with her style, her beautiful writing style. I cannot wait to tell you what I think about this one. And I hope you enjoy the silent, cozy footage. That's kind of the type of videos that I like to watch a lot. And I kind of am happy making that kind of content. Of course, I will always come and update and talk to you guys because I can yap about some books. But I also love my cozy vlog content. So it'll be a mix of both in this vlog. I forgot to mention that audio, I'm listening to Axie O's The Girl Who Fell Beneath the Sea. This is a reread, and can I just say that like Asian fantasy inspired books just have a special place in my heart. Like, I love these stories. I have a whole stack of them on my desk of books with that genre that I've previously read, and I'm kind of thinking of doing a reread of all of them. Of course, I'm going to try other new ones, duh. But I'm waiting for Libby holds on those. So until then, I might dive into some of those too. I don't know. But if you see me leaning towards that genre for a little bit, it's an era that I'm in right now. It's a mood. For all you mood readers out there, you understand this is my current hyperfixation. Dragons and Asian-inspired fantasy. That's all. That's all I wanted to share with you. But if you wanted to read that book, it is very good. Listen to even the audiobook is really good. It's basically about the sea god, and he gets a wife sacrificed basically from their people that has to go down into the sea to be his wife. However, one year our FMC decides, no, I'd volunteer as tribute. She pulled a Katniss Everdeen because the girl that was chosen to be the wife is the girl that her brother is in love with, and she loves her brother so much that she's like, you know what? I'm gonna take one for the team for you so that you can have your happiness. So that's where our story starts. I don't want to give you any more info because I don't want to spoil anything for you, but it is very good. Excuse the terrible lighting, but who was gonna tell me that this has the one horse trope but in dragon form? That was such a good scene. The banter between these two is so good. I am loving this. I'm not even halfway through, but it is so good. Every time that I have to put this down, I kind of get a little irritated because it's so good and I just want to keep reading. But I digress. I'm going to take my time, like I said. I'm just here to let you know that I'm loving the banter, top tier romantasy banter that we all know and love. You guys, I have finished the art for Iron and Embers. I need book 2 immediately. Yeah. This is for the girlies that like to fight with poison rather than swords. This is for my fellow alchemist girlies and academic fantasy romance girlies. Because this was so fun. I didn't know which way she would take with The Ashes of Thesmar, which is a follow-up after the Legend of Thesmar series. This is post the Shadow War. If you have not read The Legend of Thesmar, please read that series. It is so good. But this is following Thea's sister Ren, which we all don't see as big of a threat as we see Thea, because Thea is a war sword and she is a sword-wielding baddie. She is a warrior through and through. However, her sister Ren is not exactly that type of warrior. She's a warrior of poisons, okay? She's a warrior of alchemy. And we are put into an academic school for alchemists in this world. However, she is also the heir. As we all know, royals in any fantasy book are always trying to be assassinated. That's just how it works in every single fantasy book. So that is not a spoiler. We know if you're a royal, chances are someone's going to try and assassinate you at some point. So she is sent with a bodyguard, which is Torge, the Bear Slayer. And we left off at Legends of Thesmar, where they had so much tension and like yearning towards each other that we were kind of left on a cliffhanger with their romance. And boy, did Helen sure deliver. We started off with flashbacks and then it went into just straight dual POV for the remainder of the book, and it ended off in... The ending was heartbreaking, let me just say. I need book 2. I need to know what happens. The middle did get a little bit slow for me just because sometimes academic settings can do that for me. I like very action-packed, a lot of fight scenes, and although there were still tons of fight scenes in this, the middle kind of got a little bit too much on the academic side for my preference. However, if you love that, this is going to be the book for you. I did give it 4.5 stars just because, like I said, that little middle piece kind of threw me off a little bit, but the rest of the book overall, I thoroughly enjoyed. I loved being back at Thesmar with Cal and Kip and the whole gang, and the new friends that she made at the academy was also very fun. If you read The Legends of Thesmar and you need to be back in this world, read Iron and Embers. It comes out this month, so please pick it up. It is so good. You're gonna want to get book 2 immediately, and we're all gonna be screaming at Helen.
You guys, I finished When the Moon Hatched, and that was such a good and fun romantasy. It's a long and chunky book, but it didn't even feel like it. It was so bingeable. If you've ever read Sarah A. Parker's writing, it's so beautiful and poetic. I literally could not stop reading. I just wanted to binge it. Before I knew it, I knocked out 100 pages. It was so fast-paced with great action scenes, so many hidden secrets and betrayals. The romance was absolutely stunning. Our MMC Con is such a simp for her, and I love that. Their yearning and the banter and the tension between them is everything to the story. I am obsessed. I can see why everyone loves this book, and I definitely recommend you to read this if you like dragons, slow burn, multi POV, immersive world building, witty banter. We have an assassin, a king, austere, and I'm not gonna say anymore because I don't want to give any spoilers, but it was so good. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you love this cozy vlog style. I will probably be doing this more often. If you've made it this far, please leave a dragon, a moon, and a sparkle emoji. Please make sure to subscribe and like and leave a comment on what you're reading right now.